special prime time edition of the
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Returning it, Johnson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
Take over first and 10.
They'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 17 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So the Colts in great position here as they get things started. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in
his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
The ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 carries, 54 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute them. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20+.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we get back.
27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Bridgewater throwing complete here to Moore. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Jacksonville.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action now. Bridgewater. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down. It's Jones.
Ronald Jones.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Smith on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd
from the gun. Bridgewater.
The 17.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Johnson now returning. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hines. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They run the counter. Hines. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Hines. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Colts.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
They run with Hines. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
on 3rd down, Burrow. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, this from 53. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
14. Jaguars nothing.
and ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Bridgewater's pass.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way, and boy, he can get hurt.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Colts 16-yard line.
Bridgewater now. That is caught at the 7. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that...
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
On second down, Burrow. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Indianapolis.
This is Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air again, Burrow. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
First down, Bridgewater. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On second and 7, Bridgewater looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. That'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Off the draw, here's Michel. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Throwing, Bridgewater. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. Here's Bridgewater to the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
To this point, I've been impressed with...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Peoples-Jones returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score a garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays. And I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say, probably going to go back to him. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, Antonio Brown. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Jaguars.
Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater to Boyle here over the middle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Teddy Bridgewater with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the 2nd half.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A drive that time of 6 plays. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Peoples-Jones returning. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Donovan Peoples-Jones on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
First down, here's Burrow. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
Burrow's pass.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Let's just lean on the word good here, partner. Good way to start the second half. Good safe throw, and a good quick first down as well.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Patrick Mahomes leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. 31-24, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked?
He's got a man complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for Indy. 59 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Sly on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back onto the field now comes the wideout Antonio Brown. And we roll tape now on his solid performance.
And what we've been seeing so far is a great combination of finesse and aggressiveness in running his routes and making plays. That's what you want in any type of a receiver. The guy knows exactly what to do on a given play and ends up making the plays that help your team win.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Throwing again. Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
The ball carrier. He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
The Colts, first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Second down and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
And it's third.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Is good.
And he puts it through. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Bridgewater. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Man open left side is Brown. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brings up third and 3.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
Offense.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Bridgewater to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10.
Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Now Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
At the 28-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Bridgewater now. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
At the 12-yard line.
On first down, it's Jones down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Back now in Jacksonville.
35.
On second down and 4. Bridgewater. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Brings up third down and 4.
Here's Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns, so this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode, had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And it's third down.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
35-yard run.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Bridgewater on first down. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 34-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Complete to Antonio.
The Jaguars on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
56 Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Brings up second.
Bridgewater.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
29-yard line.
To throw is Bridgewater. He sets up the screen to Jones. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 22.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
On the pickup.
Now Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Naheem Hines.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
8-yard pickup. And the Colts first down.
They'll run on first down. Hines. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Nick Kwiatkowski there on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run again with Hines. And he's got some space here. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season